Fridays mean unplugged on 702.
So because we get to speak to you. And I have a confession to make. Idols win at 2012 or 2013?
2013.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Yes,
I thought I was right, but I was like, when was it? Because I remember watching you.
Yeah, it was 2013.
Let's start right there. What's it like winning Idols?
It's such a great feeling, man. It's probably because it's one of those things that become like a footprint into something new in your life. It's just like being reborn.
Sure.
Yeah.
It must be something, the whole rush that comes with it.
It's a lot, man. The adrenaline's crazy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. All right, take us through early Musa, from your early days leading up to Idols, because you sang before that.
Yeah. I've been singing for quite a long time. I was doing restaurants, doing a lot of corporate gigs, just to busk around a lot of different places with friends. I was a part of a lot of bands, so I used to travel with those bands, and we used to play around a lot of, mostly around Joburg and Pretoria. Yeah.
Sure, that's quite something. So when you're part of those bands, I mean, did you form a band at school? What's your earliest memory, I think, of music? Because, it's quite a journey.
Earliest, yo, man, like I've been part of the music forever, like as long as I can remember. So I didn't form one band, I formed a lot of bands. You know, I was a part of like a lot of bands, from like Choice Assorted. We used to have a band called Choice Assorted. We had another band called Wish Band, where we were specializing in just doing like covers from R&B to traditional music.
Yeah. Okay, you see, that's interesting. So how did you sort of crack the market, get into it? Or is it on the vibe of the street? Because people hear you and they go, have you heard this artist? Somebody, is that how it works? It just spreads and spreads?
That's literally how it works, man. You know, it just keeps moving from one. It's a word of mouth type of thing. You know, when people go, hey, there's that beautiful band in that corner, do you guys want to go see it? I started then getting a huge following from that. So by the time I walked into Idols, my following was quite solid.
All right. So it doesn't, sorry, I know Randall, he's our CEO here at Prime Media Broadcasting. So I know he's not listening at the moment. So it doesn't take Idols, does it, to make what you've become?
Not necessarily, but for someone like me, it was like a footprint that it's a footprint I kind of needed to get to where I wanted to. But it does not just take Idols to become a great artist.
Oh, it's interesting. What sort of support do you need, though? I would think friends and family. When you start out, a lot of people may say to you, oh, you want to go into music? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, want to become a lawyer, an accountant, whatever else. What did you say to them?
I just felt like this was what I was born for. This is something I had to do.
Yeah.
So it took more than just family support. You know, it took a whole city from Mpumalanga to show me the love that they did at the time, that allowed me the space to say I can now leave and be elsewhere. And when I got there, I was quite solid about who I was, and I was quite confident in what I was doing.
Yeah.
And everything just made sense for me.
It's interesting. What do they say? That adage, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah.
And that's exactly that.
Yeah.
Inspiration. I've seen some of your music videos as well, and there's some lovely pretty women in those music videos.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it out there. You know, I was just having a little look. Inspiration for you?
My parents.
Okay.
Probably one of my first inspirations. It's me seeing and learning a lesson of love that I could never forget. And it was like priceless for me, because I can never find that thing anywhere else. I lived in it, I saw it. I even saw the minor arguments they would have that would end up in a laugh in the house. And it got me to a point where writing about love just became the cornerstone of who I am.
Did you find your love? But I have to ask the question.
Did I find what? Sorry?
Did you find love?
There's a lot of wind in here.
Wow, there we go. You see, you always ask an artist, have you found love? And it's like, no, I got 5 songs to prove it.
I guess, man, you know, I've found a lot of things along the way as I walk.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have found love, yes.
Okay, take us through what you're going to be playing this afternoon.
These are songs from my latest album, the album called Backroom. So I'm going to be singing a song called Tandiwe, Wozala, and the title track Backroom.
Sure.
So it's quite it's an album I've worked on for quite a while.
Okay.
And I think the album is in such a beautiful space where I'm ready to share it.
That's amazing. How long did it take you to develop?
About a year and a half.
And where do you get, like I asked you before, your inspiration for that? You can't just go into a studio, or can you?
Yeah.
Or do you just, it's like it comes to you?
It depends, man. Sometimes it's energy things. You know, there's songs where I have a friend where like, you know, I have this idea. And then a friend would sit down outside of my presence and start working on it. And then it comes back, it's like, this was your idea. And then I start writing on it. And then other songs, we were literally just in a studio and they came up. It's a different construction proposition for me. Even when I say it to other people, it's like I just bring everything that I can onto the table, as many people as I can work with onto the table for us to just make music. I always say, if music is meant to bring people together, why are we not making it together?
Oh, I like that. I like that very much.
Yeah.
Right, you have to introduce who you came with as well, because behind every great artist is the great band.
Yeah. This is a friend of mine, very, very good friend of mine, Tsakofatso, the AMG. I've known him for a very long time, for quite a long time. So he's always been a part of my career, and from the time before I became the boss to, you know, we were friends until I became the boss, but we're still friends.
Sure. So he's just smiling there. He's not going to come and talk to us. He's like, I see where this is going.
So that's but he's been a friend of mine for a very long time, and we've enjoyed working together, and we've been making music. The songs part of the album. Some songs are produced by him. Yeah. Before
I climb into the album, or you'll be playing the album, tell us more about it. When is it? It's been released now. What happens now?
So the album dropped on the 15th of July.
Yeah.
The album is titled Backroom.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a love story that most Black South Africans have experienced. A majority of Black people that you see today, I come from backrooms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Most of their life comes from like a backroom story. So I wanted to go back and tell that story, and not necessarily speaking in a backroom in a sense of just the actual room. It's the story of where your relationship comes from and where you see it going.
702 Unplugged.
Don't miss a beat.
It's 702 Unplugged with Musa this afternoon, and I'm really enjoying this at the moment, just having a look at some of the tweets. One says, "You're so lucky." There we go. I think we'll press a like to that one. There we go. We're so lucky. All right, Musa, it's yours. Take it away.
But you never gave up on me. All the best of me
Sing along. This is Unplugged.
On 702.
Sing along. This is Unplugged.
On 702.
Rabatang na imali elobola, bola. ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom but angayimali yelobona bona bona ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom mabakhulume mina ngizikhethele wena bathi ngiphanda kancane awu mina nginaplan kodwa inhliziyo ayiphakelwa yona mabakhulume mina ngizikhethele wena bathi ngiphanda kancane awu mina nginaplan kodwa inhliziyo ayiphakelwa bathi angayimali yelobona bona ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom bathi angayimali yelobona bona ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom wena khethile ngizobatshela udaba umthole lowa and awunandaba noma bathini ngaye ibhare yamle and ngiyasifela ngaye mina khethile ngizobatshela udaba umthole lowa and anginandaba noma nithini ngaye imedi yamle and ngiyasifela ngaye awu bathi anginayo imali yelobona bona ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom bathi anginayo imali yelobona bona ngoba ngihamba ngekorola roll cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom cela umthembise uthi uzongithanda noma sihlale backroom umthembise uthi uzongithanda.
Sure. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thing about being in a live studio like this, you often think to yourself, wow, is it going to carry? You got the most amazing voice.
Thank you.
Like really the most amazing voice. You captivated all of us in the studio.
Yeah.
It's right. We've got like 2 minutes. Where can people see you? Backroom, where can they
the
come
album
to you?
Backroom is available on all digital platforms as we speak. To just follow up on my gigs, people can follow me on my Instagram at Musa the Voice. My Twitter is at Musa the Voice. My TikTok is at Musa the Voice. So people can find me on those platforms, and then I'll be giving them more info about where I'll be. I'll be in the Rustenburg tomorrow, though, I know for sure. I'll be in Sun City tomorrow. So people can just follow me there and find me there. People must just go out there and get the album. It's an amazing album.
It is. It really is. This the way you and Seho put it all together. I've got to say and Seho because the way you guys put it together, absolutely brilliant. So also as well, you can go to Facebook 702. We'll have the video there as well.
Yes.
Just tweeted some pictures. I've tagged you as well.
Yes.
If people want to go and see it there, and that's phenomenal. Overseas, other countries, your sound needs to carry.
We're still working on that. My record label and I are still working on that to see how far we can go. But for now, my focus was mostly being around the country and making sure I can be as big as possible.
Yeah, well, you most certainly are. This is quite phenomenal. And of course, winning Idols as well, it just goes up and up and up and up. Who knows, 5 years' time, 10 years' time, where do you see yourself?
In 5 years' time, I see myself retired from music, rich as hell.
Lovely.
And enjoying my life.
You and I on a beach together with cigars. Love it. Thanks.
That's exactly what it is.
Also, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, sir.
Really do appreciate it.
Fridays mean unplugged on 702.